Hi guys! In this video we will test together a new foundation by Maybelline, and this is the Superstay 24 Hour Full Coverage Foundation. I will also use a concealer by the same line, which is the Superstay 24 Hour Concealer, and I got mine in light. The foundation is in True Ivory. As always, don't forget to subscribe to get notified from my latest videos, and without further ado, let's get started with the review. So as always, I will use a primer and a setting powder that I use all the time, and I know that they work very well with a lot of my foundations, so I will be 100% sure that it is the foundation that didn't work for me. I will also do some check-ins and a wear test at the end of the video, so we will see if these products are long-lasting. For primer, I will use the Beautyfing Touch by Icona Milano. I have also a review about this product. I will link it in the description box below. I will apply it all over my face, and I will push it in the areas that most likely I will get oily. My skin is dry and sensitive, so we will see how the foundation and the concealer works on my skin type. And let's start with our foundation. I will apply a small amount on the back of my hand. So as we can see, the foundation is a little bit runny. On half of my face I will use my sponge to apply it, and on the other half I will use a flat synthetic brush by Sigma, and we will see with both tools if the foundation is blendable and buildable. Okay, so the color looks very nice. Ooh, that's full coverage. This is a little bit lighter, I think. We will make it work. So it is very lightweight on the skin. As I can see, it doesn't oxidize, and I look like a ghost. So with only one layer, we can see that it covered my redness, my freckles, some red spots that I have, and also my veins. It is a full coverage foundation. I believe with the second layer it will cover everything. And let's continue with the brush. It also applies very easy with the brush. It doesn't leave any visible lines. For only one layer, it looks very nice. So it's not very sticky. I like foundations that they don't need a lot of powders to set them. It is very comfortable on the skin and lightweight. I will apply a second layer with the sponge on this half and with the brush on the other half, and we will see if this foundation is also buildable. It is buildable and it is very lightweight, guys. Also, it doesn't set in the fine lines. That's amazing, because the formula is lighter in consistency. It is a little flaky in this area here, but we will see after I will also set it with powder how it will look. My pores are more visible on this side that I have blended the foundation with the brush, so I prefer blending this foundation with a sponge. It doesn't oxidize, I'm so happy about that, but it is a lighter shade than my skin tone and I look like a ghost. So it covered my redness, my freckles, my discoloration, some of my veins here that I have, and they are very green-blue. Next, I will use the concealer, and let's see how this will look on my eyes. This is a little pinkish, and pinkish concealers don't work for my under eye area because I have some purple and blue undertones, but we will see how this works. Now that I have a very light layer on my eyes, it is a little bit stingy, not painful. I just feel that I have something on my eyes. I will blend it with my beauty blender. Okay, so the feeling goes away. Okay, I think that covered a lot of stuff. Until now, I like both of the products. They just look like they are not my color. With only one layer of the concealer on my under eye area, it covered my purple area. I will use my finger for the other side to feel the concealer, the consistency. So this is a sticky concealer. So maybe you should apply on one eye and then blend it and then work on the other eye. It blends very nice with your fingers too. It is very lightweight on the eyes. You don't feel that you have concealer. In consistency, it reminds me of the Liquid Camouflage by Catrice Cosmetics, but this one, it's not very lightweight. I feel that it is tight on my eyes, so I stopped using that. I will also use it on my eyelids. So the concealer dries out. You need to be fast and work on each eye and then on the other eye. The concealer covered everything, my veins, my purple undertones. I can still see my blue undertone, but if I use a little bit more, it will cover it. So I will set everything with the setting powder to see what happens also with the concealer. And I will use the fixing powder by Art Deco Cosmetics. I use it in a lot of my tutorials and it works very well with a lot of products. I didn't need a lot of powder to set my foundation, and you know that, I like that. Now that I have set everything, my skin is not tight, it is still very lightweight on my skin. About the concealer, you need to blend it and set it immediately because it sets in the fine lines and it doesn't look nice. Also, it is a little bit difficult to blend it after it is dried. It is a little bit flaky on my nose and also on this area here because by accident I touched the foundation with my beauty blender and it is downed, and for some reason it isn't very well blended. It is not a forgiving foundation. If you do any mistakes, you cannot just touch up. I will apply bronzer, highlighter and blush to see if they can easily be blended on top of the foundation. For bronzer, I will use the Hoola by Benefit. I will clean my contouring with the yellow shade from the NYX palette. Next, I will use the Coral Spectrum palette by Zoeva, and I will use the blushes CR20 and CR40. Okay, let's contour a little bit our nose. For highlighter, I will use the Exposed highlighter by Tarte. This smells so nice. Ooh, it looks very nice. I will blend everything with a big fluffy brush. And let's see if everything is very well blended. So my nose is cakey and the highlighter doesn't look very nice on top of my nose. It was a little difficult to blend the products, especially the blush. For some reason, it is a little flaky over the line that I have applied my bronzer and I have also blended it. The flakiness that I have here, it is not very visible. I have to get into my mirror to see that. I just want to tell you that, so if you buy this foundation, that maybe you will have the same results as me. I will continue with my eye makeup, with my hair tutorial, and I will do a check-in after I am finished. Don't go anywhere and I will see you in just one sec. So it's been 4 hours and let's see what happened with our foundation and our concealer. So I will zoom you in a little bit. I'm taking my mirror very close to me. So the nice thing about this foundation is that it doesn't set in the fine lines and it doesn't make them deeper. It doesn't intensify the fine lines. That's very nice. My nose is very flaky. My under eye area is a little flaky and I don't like it. It looks like I touched it by mistake and the foundation or the concealer moved and it doesn't look very nice. My blush and my bronzer and my highlighter, they look the same. I think the foundation looks a little bit better on this area here. So the thing with this foundation is that it is not a forgiving foundation. That means that once it is set, that's it. So if you do any mistakes, for example, I messed up my mascara and then I have tried with my Q-tip to take it away and some of the foundation was removed, and then I was trying with dabbing motions to apply some more foundation and it was very difficult to build it and blend it into the already set foundation. and with other foundations I don't have this problem. I can very easily retouch, correct, or remove any mistakes, but with this one it was a lot more difficult. It is still very comfortable on my skin and very lightweight, so I will do one more check-in in a few hours to see how this foundation lasts. Hi guys, so it's been 5 more hours and let's see what happened with the concealer and the foundation. So the foundation is very lightweight on my skin. I don't feel anywhere that it's tight. I'm a little shiny over here, but it is very minimal. I don't mind that. I like that on my forehead. It doesn't define and it doesn't make very deep defined lines. I don't like is that it is very flaky here. And this is the concealer, not the foundation. The concealer looks very dry on my under eye area. The foundation here is patchy, most likely because the concealer was blended on top of that area. Surprisingly, my nose is the same. It was flaky in the beginning. It is still, but it is not worse. I like that it doesn't oxidize and it still feels very lightweight on the skin. Actually, I don't feel anything on the skin. For the concealer on my eyelid, I had no problem applying my eyeshadows on top of that and also blending. My eyeshadows look very nice. This foundation didn't work for me like I wanted, but maybe this will work for you. I have very dry and sensitive skin. I always need something more moisturizing for my skin, but also something matte because I like a matte finish on my skin. Yeah, weird combination. So if I'm not into the mirror, I don't see these mistakes. So this is not the worst foundation. I just don't like that it is not forgiving, and I do a lot of mistakes when I apply my makeup and I need to be able to correct them and also do some touch-ups. So that completes this video. I hope that you like this kind of review that I do. Let me know in the comments below if you have already used these two products, and also tell me about your experience with them. Did you like them or not? If you found this video informative or entertaining, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!